From you on today, it seems like teams are going back and forth, hitting at the end there, and just what it means to win America's race.
It was certainly a very tough day. You know, we saw from lap one, you know, the pace of the race was very high. Garmin attacked very hard. You know, I was just lucky to have very two strong riders in TJ Van Gardner and Tony Martin, you know, that kind of controlled the race up until the last lap. And you know, obviously Radio Shack threw everything they had at me on the last lap, and then over the top also Garmin again. So you know, it was a tough day for us. You know, I don't deny that, and so excited to be able to hold on to the golden jersey and win the Amgen Tour of California.
Do you ever feel vulnerable at all when you're out there by yourself with the attacks coming at you? And
yeah, certainly. It's I mean, it's wasn't always a perfect situation for me, but you know, having two guys from Radio Shack and two guys from Garmin. You know, I just had to certainly just limit my losses, you know, and just make sure first and foremost that Dave or Levi didn't get away from me. You know, having a bit of time buffer over Ryder and Chris Horn, I was able to let them go, which kind of made it more of a three-man race, which was something that I could control a lot easier.
Vic, can you talk about your strategy throughout the week? from day to day, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously the key stages, I think, were into the climb up on Dune, the time trial, the mountain stage. I really didn't expect this stage to be so hard. I don't think anyone did. Especially, you know, being a last day, usually the last day is, you know, not always a walk in the park, but it's not like this either. You know, it was tough out there, and it made me sweat to the end.
Did you have an idea when attacks might come, or did you just know they were coming?
Oh, I mean, you could see it coming from 4 laps out that everyone's going to attack on the last lap, you know. You know, Garmin really tried to isolate my teammates and I, and luckily we were able to hold together.
talk about what it means to win this after overcoming everything, the injuries and the illness over the last couple of years?
Oh, it's huge, you know. Obviously riding for HTC-Columbia, you know, we're a team that's based here in California, so it's of great importance to us. I said over the previous days that for our team, there's only one race more important than the Tour de France. So obviously, you know, that this is a huge result for us. Also winning 2 stages, I think we can really walk away from the 2010 Amgen Tour of California with big smiles on our faces. That's what we'll do.
If you've ridden this course before, and if so, how familiar you were with the descent and what you thought of the descent after going over the climb?
I mean, I didn't ride the course prior to the first lap. We sent team management out this morning, and they went over the course and took some data down with GPS, so we got quite a detailed briefing about the whole thing. The descent on TV looked dangerous, but when we raced the Tour of Italy, we go down 15 of those in one day. So it's our job. That's what we're doing.
Nick, do you feel like this sets you up well for the Tour de France? Do you feel like you're a legitimate GC contender?
This is a different race to the Tour, you know. It's been a tough race, especially this year. And my ultimate goal is to run top 5 in the Tour this year, and I think I made a big step here and a positive step. You know, I've really improved this year in a lot of areas, obviously my climbing and time trialing as well. You really do have to take one step at a time. And one of those steps is winning stage races like the Tour of California, a Tour of Switzerland, or a Dauphiné. We've made one step, and I'm not saying that I can win the Tour de France. There aren't many riders that can say they can win the Tour de France. But in the meantime, I make one step, and I'm very happy with it.
Michael, in the future, a couple of years from now, how will you look back on this big phase? What will you remember the most of it, besides winning it?
I think when I really think about it, I found got the best out of my team, and the guys really did step up. You know, it just goes to show that when you have the leader's jersey, our team really steps up. And I go back to the mountain day up to Big Bear. You know, that was Big Bear Lake. That was Bernard Eisel, who's another renowned mountain climber. You know, did 130 kilometres on the front with Bill Grubbs. You know, they're guys that, you know, can work all day and usually set the sprints up, and they're not renowned mountain climbers.
How about the young guys on your team? Is that what people, fans of the sport, can look forward to?
I think so, yeah. I mean, obviously Tony Martin showed how talented he is in last year's Tour de France. And young TJ, you know, he's a first-year professional, and I've been around for a few years now, and I can see a rider when they see the race. They understand how the race is forming, and the kid's a first-year professional, and you can already see that. So I think in the future, if he keeps at his game, he'll bring the United States some pleasure. Sure.